Everybody wants to get down like that.
What's cracking like in YouTube? This your boy DjBorsch, and I'm back here with week 2 of your Fallout 4 weekly special. And before we get into things, I just wanted to thank you guys for your huge support of the last Fallout 4 weekly special from last week, and I just wanted you guys to carry over that energy all the way to this episode. But just in case you're new here in this series, I picked 7 awesome Fallout 4 mods that are based off of the 7 letters of the word special. So let's get back down to business with our very first category, which is of course sexy, where we have another lovely tattoo mod that is based off of the iconic Mass Effect character. Mass Effect Jack Body Tattoo CBBE by DjBorsch adds Jack-inspired tattoos to the female player body and hand, which is compatible with CBBE. I say inspired because it's not exactly the same tattoo, but nevertheless you could still pull off a convincingly awkward, kinky Mass Effect roleplay if you're into that.
So what? A private cabin on a stealth warship isn't enough for you?
I'm watching the place for a friend. What are you doing?
It's a surprise.
I like surprises.
Good. Get undressed.
Have you ever hopped off of Gears of War 3 or Black Ops 3 or any game where you can rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it, and then play Fallout 4 and say, man, I wish I could rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it? Well, I got the mod just for you by the name of Rip a Guy's Arm Off and Beat Him to Death with It by Kentington, where you can, you guessed it, rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it. If you need any more explanation on what this mod does, I swear I will find you and I will rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it. Typically the letter E will be for environment, but for today it stands for ENB, which is also part of the environment. And for today's ENB we have the Clean Light preset by GWP14. This ENB's creator thought that the environment looked unrealistic and cartoon-like, so this preset was designed for people who want a clean look to the game while enhancing the game's textures and shadows to add a more realistic look to it. This mod combines reshaded ENB to add screen space global illumination, depth of field, ambient lighting, grain, and a lot more at all different levels of graphical fidelity, which include low, high, and ultra. This preset also includes depth of field, but this feature is optional for all tiers because it's really only meant for screenshots and not for gameplay, but it does make the game look sexy as hell. For the clothing category, we have Commonwealth Shorts by Desert X. Now this guy is very skilled and makes very awesome armor for Skyrim as well, and with this awesome mod we add 16 new craftable short outfits, all immersion friendly and all casual as hell. My personal favorite being digital and I do because they all accent my character's hair so very well. Have you ever been strolling through the Commonwealth and encountered a traveler and approached them with the intent to be friendly, and all of a sudden they just rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it? Well, you can avoid all of that with the Customizable Targeting HUD by Capone. With this mod you can choose when the targeting HUD will be active, change its color, highlight friendly/neutrals in a different color, or highlight only hostile NPCs and creatures, as well as remove the scan line effect from the targeting HUD. This mod is perfect for those moments when you really don't know if a guy's a friendly or not. Currently it has 5 different colors to choose from, and you can choose it to highlight NPCs in or out of VATS, when you're crouching, or even when you only have your weapon drawn. For armor, we have a throwback to Fallout New Vegas with the Shade Assault Armor 4 by WhiteShades and Tupac Forever Son. This is a remake of an armor that I personally used back in Fallout New Vegas with my trusty companion Ares, the sex robot.
If you're trying to get me turned on, that's not how you do it.
Ah, those were the days. But this version is even better. If you have a science level of 2 and an armor level of 3, you can craft it with a fucking jetpack. On top of that, you take no fall damage. Plus it's radiation, damage, and energy resistant. The only feature that it's missing is the ability to turn invisible when you crouch like in the original game. And for the last category of L, that is going to mean lazy for this episode because I ain't got nothing else to show you mud truckers. But that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, you should consider really liking, hitting that like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below, or any suggestions, leave that down there. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. This your boy DjBorsch, and I will see you guys